Welcome back, fellow Dream Warriors, to Riderpiece Theater. Me, Alistair Dayhawk, and tonight, me not so proud to present Kamen Rider Zeztz, episode 35. Yes, kiddos, I'm not so proud of this episode at all. And for those who've seen the episode, okay, you guys know who am I going to be talking about. I don't understand Zeztz creative. I don't understand Yuya's mind, any of the other writers' mind. I don't understand why they did what they did. You know what? Let me take that back a little bit. I think I know the reason why they did what they did. It's just that this certain character was already a douchebag. In Yuya's case, I think he made this choice is to show, the audience that, hey, this guy is a douchebag. We're going to make him an even bigger douchebag. I don't think that was necessary. And a lot of people online are very pissed off of what happened after this episode. And rightfully so. I just think this character was so wasted. And I just hope that later in the upcoming episodes, we will see some kind of payoff or maybe like a character arc. But as of right now, I don't understand why Yuya made this decision. So, for those who haven't seen the episode, please do yourself a favor. Do stop this episode, go watch episode 35, and come back. Because I have a rant I have to go to. And as much as I want to do it now, as much as I want to, I need to save it until the time is right. Or maybe towards the end. I don't know. But right now, this is too soon. Let me get started with the first scene of this episode. So, the Black Case File members are having a barbecue, and this is in Dreamland because you see Nem there. So, it wouldn't make sense for Nem to be in the real world when Baku hasn't rescued her body yet. So, this is in Dreamland. And Nem pointed out that this is Scully's dream. So Scully is dreaming of a barbecue get-together. You see all the members of the Black Case Files present. And they are super excited about the meats, and everywhere the meets. And Baku senses a disturbance in the force. And it turns out to be our beloved Rita, and she was apparently behind some kind of rock, so she was hiding. And Baku asked, well, why not just come out and join us? And Rita asked, well, aren't you worried that I might do something? And before, Baku could say anything else, Scully sees Rita and be like, oh, bestie, you're here. And she ends up grabbing her and dragging her to the barbecue table. So, yeah, it was like, yeah, Baku couldn't say anything except that, well, you're Rita now. You're not Agent 6. So I think we're cool here unless, if you decide to do something, then of course I have to intervene, right? Remember, I have the powers of Extreme. I am the Dream Jesus. So, yeah. And still, guys, I still don't understand Extreme's powers, except that he can just alter people's dreams to his favor. His form is completely broken, and apparently Yuya loves to have his final forms to have some kind of god complex. So, yeah. And we have, them eating barbecue, And we have this funny moment between Mulder and Scully. Scully is concerned about Mulder's health. And then all of a sudden the meat started to burn. And then we go to the next scene. This is still in Dreamland. 5 activates Somnia, which affects everybody in the dream space except for the agents and Nem. And then we go to the next scene with emo Alexis Lee, who hasn't slept in months, is controlling the dream, as he says in English. He just sits there and he just says, controlling the dream. And so after the opening credits, Baku 5 and 6 woke up at the same time, and Rita asked number 5, "Are you sure that we should be doing this?" And of course 5 says, "This is the only way to preserve world peace." So like robots, these agents are all about preserving peace. Everything that they do is for the greater good. And to add, number 5 says to Rita that you need to focus on your mission. And he asked before the ending of this scene is, "Are you still on this delusion of you being human?" And you see Rita just, having this look on her face. It's like, I don't know. And what does he mean by that, this delusion of being human? Is he telling the audience that supposedly Rita is not human whatsoever? I don't know. So we go to the next scene. Baku is in the spy room getting his captions for the day. He calls Scully because he tried to call Mulder, but he couldn't reach him. And so Baku did the next best thing in calling Scully. And he asked Scully, "Hey, have you talked to Mulder or anything? Because I tried to call him, but he doesn't answer, my phone calls. And also, is there any black cases for today?" And her response was like, "Who the hell are you? Like, black cases, what's going on?" And Baku, says to Scully, her family name, and she gets freaks out and just immediately hangs up on him. And then we immediately go to the next scene with Baku once again, and he finds Mulder the hobo getting his, vegetables at a river. And I find it to be so funny and sad at the same time, because Baku sees poor Mulder the hobo just getting his plants because he is broke, he is poor, he can't buy meat, and he's reduced to picking plants at a nearby river. And he ends up, giving Mulder, hey, Mulder, I know you can't afford anything right now, so I'm giving you an offering of mayonnaise, And Mulder was about to drink it in front of him, and Baku's like, no, eat it at home, not in front of me, please, and not the way that you're doing it. Like, don't drink it, come on, it's for food, it's not for a drink. So Baku is telling Mulder, "Hey, Scully apparently doesn't remember me, this could be a black case." And Mulder is like, "Huh? What is this black case? Who the hell are you?" And Baku is in shock, like, "What? Are you serious? You too?" And for a brief moment, Mulder kind of remembered him, but he's like, "Have I seen you in a dream before?" And Baku's like, "Sure, but do you actually remember me?" And Mulder's like, "No." And Baku was like, "This could be a nightmare." and he ends up showing off a picture of the nightmare that attacked him, which killed him last week. Oh, technically 2 weeks ago. Like, hey, this is a picture of a nightmare. And as Mulder is looking at this picture, he only sees an anime version of the monster. And he's like, I don't know what is this. It looks edited to me. And Baku was like, wait a minute, what are you talking about? And he looks at his phone and realizes, like, wait a minute, this is real. What are you talking about? Why do you think it's anime or whatever? Like, this can't be. And so we quickly go to the next scene with emo Alexis Lee. He visits Zero, and Zero asks emo Alexis that did you activate, Somina? And Alexis responds to him by saying, if we connect all of humanity's dreams, we can alter their memories, their perceptions, even their minds. Humans no longer perceive the nightmares as real. However, Zero said that Somina was not meant to be used in that way. And Alexis responds with, oh, we have to. It's for the greater good. I mean, we need to stop the panic from spreading. The only problem is that the people who are not affected by the Somina effect are the people who gone through the dream learning. So which it means that all the agents, including them, are unaffected by the quote-unquote spell. And Zero responds with, wait a minute. So for the people who weren't affected by the capsin, are you going to kill them? And emo Alexis responds with, well, there's only one exception. And that leads to Nem. So we go to the next scene. And the beginning of this scene is a little bit weird. You see these two nerds, and they are planning to get married to 2D characters. They're planning to marry this character named Nemlian. I mispronounced her name, but apparently they're getting excited to get married to 2D characters. And Baku is there just staring and be like, what? Getting married to 2D characters? Okay. So Baku meets up with Minami and asks, oh, who is that on the posters? And Minami is like, what? Why? Like, you should know. And Baku is saying to her, just humor me, please. So she looks at the posters and says, this is Nemlin, and this is like a 2D anime VTuber character. And Baku was like, wait a minute, this is not a 2D anime character, this is Nem. And this is where it hits Baku and remembers during the barbecue dream, he remembers the red snow and realizes that Rita himself and Nem were unaffected by this red snow. And this is where he decides to ditch Minami and he runs back and, goes to sleep. So we go to the next scene with Nem, and she is roasting marshmallows until she sees Rita, and Rita tries to kill her now. And luckily, Baku was there to stop her. As they fight over the gun, Baku is telling Rita, this is not who you are. Why are you doing this? And Rita says that this name is no longer has no longer have any meaning for me. So she is pulling a Darth Vader like, Rita, Rita, that's not who I am. Not any longer. I am Zeztz now. And I'm here on a mission to kill the Nam because she's the source of all the bad dreams. I have to do this to preserve world peace. Did I get it right, guys? Did I get it right? So Rita pulls the whole, I'm no longer Rita, I am Zeztz, and I'm gonna kill Nem. Nem is the source of all bad dreams. She is born from nightmares and she shouldn't exist. And then, Baku took her gun and be like, yeah, even though that's true, Nem did nothing wrong. So, yeah, don't follow us. And he continues to point the gun to Rita as they both make their escape. And then Rita transforms into Lord Zeztz and give chase. So we quickly go to the next scene. And Baku and Nem bumps into the two nerds. And you see the two nerds seeing Nem. However, the two nerds, they see the 2D VTuber character Nem Ning, and they go like, "Oh my God, it's Nem Ning! Oh my God, I can't believe it!" And Nem was like, "Wait a minute, like Nem Ning, what are they talking about?" And Baku's like, "No, don't worry about it. Let's just hide in this new Toei warehouse. Let's just go inside." And you see these two nerds on their knees being like all starstruck. I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it. My wife. I seen my wife. Oh my God." I don't understand. Like these two are like they're having their own cameos. Like who are they exactly? I have no idea. Write in the comments below. Do you know who these two nerds are? Like I don't know. I find it so strange that they have so many scenes in this episode. So Baku and Nem hide in a new Toei warehouse, and Baku figures out that this is Code is doing, and Nem sees it as, oh, maybe it's a good thing because people can forget about nightmares. They could have better dreams. They're better off. But Baku says, no, because this is fake. This is an illusion. Besides, you encourage and motivate many people. And he ends it with, Code has gone way too far in altering people's dreams. And then all of a sudden, they get greeted by bullets from Lord Zeztz. And they both hide, dodging the bullets. And Baku is assuring them that you'll be safe, trust me. And then we get to see, a face-off between Rita versus Baku as Extreme. And so we see a shootout in the warehouse. Baku transforms into Extreme. And he is demanding Rita to reverse what Code did. But of course, Rita says, no, you're not in a position to make demands. And this is where Baku gets to show off how broken Extreme is. And, he can alter people's dreams. And with the Great Banish, he ends up defeating Lord Zeztz almost immediately. And during the fight, you see the two nerds just looking at the fight. And then they get kidnapped by Agent 5. He's like, this is no show, kiddos, and he ends up kidnapping them. So after the Great Banish, Baku demorphs and tells Rita, can we please stop fighting? But Rita says, no, I don't want your charity, I don't want your kindness, I want you to fight me. And Baku says, look, I want to have barbecue with everybody someday. And shouldn't I be free to dream about what I want? And Rita responds with, yeah, I want that too. And Baku offers his hand in partnership. He wants Rita to join him and ask, is is this thing with code, like, with the whole red snow and all that's affecting the people. Is code behind that? And before Rita could say anything, Baku and Rita gets attacked by none other than emo Alexis Lee. He did the unthinkable. So he shoots Rita and Baku, and then he approaches Rita saying that, leaking secrets is labeled as a traitor to code, and I have to execute you, which he does. And yeah, emo Alexis actually kills off Rita while everybody is watching this horrible, event happening before their eyes. And in the next scene, you see poor Rita dissolve into a pink liquid. Should I say it now, or should I save it towards the end? You know what? Since we're close to the end, I will save it for the end. So emo Alexis has officially killed off Lord 6, aka Rita, and Agent 5 shows up with the two nerds, sees his former partner 6 dead, and you have emo Alexis telling Baku that she is defective. She is not a human because the moment that she joined, she traded her name with a number. And for the people who work for code and trade their name for a number means that they are no longer human. And Baku is telling Alexis, you need to take it back. She is human. She tried to be human and she was so close, and you took that away from her. And also in response, tells Alexis that the agents, the people that work under you, they're not tools to be easily discarded. Like, we're human beings. And Alexis is threatening Baku by saying, you need to shut up now. We are in control of this dream, and I can show you. And you see 5 releasing the nerds and using Somina on those 2 kids. And Alexis is telling these kids to fight like animals until you die. And Baku tries to stop them, but he gets grabbed by 5. And Alexis is telling Baku, okay, you want them to stop? All right. Fork over the capsules that you made in the driver, and they will be saved. And of course, Baku made the hero's choice by surrendering his power in order to save those kids, which 5 reverses the effects. And then Alexis kicks Baku in the face. And once again, we go back to the pointing at the gun scene with Baku and emo Alexis. Because remember, in the Visions arc, we saw Baku once again on his knees, and you have the gun pointing at him by emo Alexis, and you see Baku, shouting like, Yamero! But in this arc, in this version, Baku is just staring at the gun at gunpoint, and Alexis is telling him, you're such a failure as an agent. And you hear Baku's, voice saying, Yamero. But the difference is, Baku is literally staring death at the face versus what he did in the previous arc where he is begging for his life. And that's how the episode ends. So before I start my rant, let me set this up. So we meet Rita during the Visions arc. She gets a 2-parter episode, and we learn that she used to be a former code agent. She got fired. Her memories got erased by emo Alexis, and then she gets rehired. She got her memories back, by, once again, Emo Alexis, and she gets a mission, and she tags along with her partner, Agent 5, to go after Nox, dead or alive. And then she gets killed off by Nox and his nightmare alongside with her partner 5. And now, with this new arc, everybody gets a second chance in life. Everybody has a do-over. And Rita goes after Baku because that's her next mission, only to get injured by crazy Freddy Krueger Zeke. She remains at the hospital for 8 episodes, only to be brought back in this episode to get killed off. Now, Yuya, I think I understand why you did what you did, because you killed off Rita in order to have Emo Alexis to be more established as, the biggest douchebag. But the problem is, you don't need to remind the audience how much of a douchebag Emo Alexis is. He's already a douchebag. It's just, I just don't understand unless there's a payoff to this. Because, okay, you already established or re-established that Emo Alexis is the biggest douchebag for killing Agent 6. It could lead to Scully wanting revenge. Like, I could see it now, if it's possible, and I hope it is, that once Scully receives the news that her best friend got murdered by Emo Alexis, this is where she would want to get her revenge against Emo Alexis. And this is where Baku will have to step in and beg Scully, please do not pursue Agent 3, because he's a Kamen Rider, he's an agent, he can kill you. Please let me handle this. I don't want your hands stained with blood. Revenge is not the answer. Let me be the one to bring him to justice. Now, could this happen? We have to wait and see. Right now, emotions are high. Social media is all in an uproar because of this decision. And that's all I have to say about that. What else is there to say? If there's no payoff, then Rita, Agent 6, is a waste of a character. And that's pretty much it. Guys, give me your thoughts and opinions about this situation here with Agent 6 getting killed off. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Do you prefer her to stay alive up until the final episode? Give her a heroic death? Or you want her to stay alive and see her, hang with Scully? Give me your thoughts and opinions about it. I really want to know, because my God, I really am interested in how the other people who are reviewing this episode would take Rita's death. Will they accept it? Will they not accept it? Are they angry? Are they sad? I need to know. I'm very curious. So give me your thoughts and opinions about this episode. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did I miss anything? Even though I have my notes in front of me, I may have missed a couple of things here and there. You never know. And I want to thank the actress who plays Rita for a job well done regardless. And I hope you do well in your other gigs. And give a like if you like it, and please subscribe. And I'll see you all on the other side of Oblivion. Johnny!